All right, Jason from Falls Hillside Home. Welcome back. Day 2 of the porch build. Just got off work. It's late in the evening. Probably got about an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most left of sunlight. So my goal today is to fix the problem that I left you with last time. The frame for our porch is not square. You can see that real clearly. Let me show it to you right now. So, I'm not sure how it looks there on the camera, but right there in the middle, it bows out really bad. So I was wondering, what can we do to fix that? And I got an idea, and this is why you need to have a line. So if you'll check out this end right here, I put a nail in here, loop in my line, run it all the way down to the corner down here. I didn't need to put a nail up here because it's right in the crevice or where I want to be. Yes, the two corners are not joined the same way for one of the mistakes that we made last day that we worked on this. But now, if you look right here in the center, that line runs straight, and this is bowed out pretty bad. So I figured I can run a line through there and should get this fairly square from this corner to this corner. Checked the parallels last time. The parallels are good, but the diagonals were not. And so what I'll do is I'm going to check this at the end when I'm done fixing it with this deck board. This is one of the deck boards that we're going to use. Came off the old house, and I can run it down through here to see if it's going to, it looks like it's going to work, and I can test that board all the way down. I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. So here, where this line runs across, I'm going to take my pencil, I'm going to put a mark there. I'm going to put a mark right there. So I'll mark all the way across. I'm probably going to come out a little bit, move the line over. So I got a mark here and a mark here. Now what I'll do is I'll throw my square down here, and I'm trying to do this while I'm holding the GoPro as well. So if you guys can see that, there you go. So I'm going to put this right here. Now I'm going to mark. I'm going to come out just a little bit as that pencil takes up a little space. And that should work right there. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to use the circular saw or might even use my chainsaw to cut this off. We'll see. I'm going to bring out the circular saw, see if I can actually get a bite on that. I also have a nail in right there. I'm going to take that nail out before I cut it, no matter what tool I use to cut it with, and we'll see what I can use. We'll put it back together and see how square it is. Alright, so I believe I decided to use the chainsaw, the circular saw. I don't have as much confidence in myself to keep a straight line using it on this application. I guess the best, safest thing to do, but be more time consuming, is completely take those boards off and take them to the chop saw. I don't have the chop saw set up. I really don't want to take the time to do it, and I'm fairly confident I can keep a straight line with the chainsaw. What I'll do first though is I'm going to take one of these blocks. Looks like a good block, and I'm going to prop this up just a little bit there, so when I cut it with the saw, it doesn't completely come apart on me. Oh, I wish I had a clamp. You know what, I got something just as good as a clamp. I'm going to take a ratchet strap, ratchet around there, pull those close together, and then those cuts will be a little more true to each other. So I'll do that now. We're going to try it out. It's not ideal, might as well try it. Oh, look at that. It's going to work quite nicely. I forgot to mention a second ago that make sure I stayed true. I actually made a red line down through here so as I was coming down, I could be sure that I, stayed straight along that line. And if I started to veer off really bad, I could abandon that cut and went in with a different tool. But now that I got these separated, I'll pull these out just a little bit, pull these blocks off, push everything together, nail it up, and then we're going to check for square. Just had one nail tacking that up, so no real trouble at all there. Get that far out on a nail, just take a little block and give you a lot more leverage. You don't have to struggle with it so bad. Now I need to move my computer back towards the cabin so everything will sit real nice and flush on there, hopefully. Take this off. Since it's nice and flush there, I'm going to go ahead and use the same holes. No big deal there. And keep this board nice and flush. Alright, looks good. Tack that in there. Same thing with this one. Alright, we got those tapped up. Let's check for square. Alright, I think we got success on this project. Take a look at this. Put the string back up there, and it is not off nowhere near as much. And these boards are bowed anyway, and that's just, well, maybe that's not even an inch, so I mean maybe half an inch at the most. I want to work with that, and here's why. So what I really want is when that is up against that fascia board there, in line with it, I'll get about that much hangover, and that's what I want. I want a little bit of hangover on these deck boards. I think that's going to look good. So if I take this board down here, all right. Oh, hard to do this where you're holding the GoPro. That's okay. That's about where the fascia board's going to be. I still got about the same amount of hangover. That's the same way down there. I got 93.5 on my parallels on the ends, so I got the same length. I can't remember what it is, 100 something for the long boards. I'm satisfied with that. I think I can work with this. I went ahead and put 4 nails in here to keep this together, and I bent them over right there just to keep that bite on it. I think this is going to work pretty well. I like it. I'm gonna run with it. One thing I saw that, you know, and this is probably just me being in a hurry and being hot when I did this. I might just be a bow in the wood as well, but that right there is going to cause a little bit of problem for me. I'm going to have to cut that off, put some of that fancy oil stain that I got on there, the used motor oil. I cut that off flush so I could rest that board up against the fascia board there. I'm also going to have to take a little bit off the top on these posts. I think I can do that. Probably just with a handsaw will probably be the best, cleanest way to do that. I have to do the same thing down there as well. So anyway, this is where I'm going to stop tonight. We definitely got a way to move forward for the next day. The only thing I'm going to do when I close this video out, just finish nailing up some of the nails. Like I got one in there somewhere holding that up. Oh no, it's right here. So I'm going to put some nails in here to hold it tight to the post. Same thing on that side. I got a couple more nails on the end of those boards there. Same thing down here. I'm going to nail a few more, keep everything tight, get that all nice and tightened up. And then that way tomorrow when I get off work, I can come and I'm going to start cutting the joist so I can get the deck down, and hopefully get the deck down. It'll be nice. This is right now, I think today's the 8th. It's Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. By Sunday night I'm going to go to church, so be nice if Saturday I can start getting the deck boards down. Probably won't be able to finish it because got a lot of nails in those old deck boards from that old porch that I haven't tore off the I tore off the old house. I haven't took those nails out yet. I might, if I got enough left over, I can even use these boards here. These are a lot thicker. These are 1 inch thicker than these boards, so if I have enough left over, that might be the better option. And they'll still look just as good. Just looking at it, I don't think I'm going to have enough. I definitely have almost enough to do it with the thinner boards. So anyway, there it is. I hope you enjoyed me working through that problem. Enjoyed watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, leave me a nice comment. If you see anything that anybody else can learn from, or maybe why did the diagonals not end up the same. They still were off just a little bit. What I ended up doing was just getting the diagonals off of each box. Is, you know, got 2 boxes there. They were, one was just maybe a couple inches off and another one was 1. Does it matter on a big project like this? You tell me what you guys think. That way, and everybody's got different thoughts. You know, you have 10 professional builders on some of these YouTube videos. They'll comment on there and they'll all say something a little different. Doesn't mean that any of them is wrong. I don't think so necessarily. Just different ways of doing things. So just keep that in mind as you're commenting and as you're reading the comments. I always say is take what you need for your toolbox and leave the rest, if that makes sense. So yeah, leave me some comments. Let folks know this is used wood too, so I don't know if that makes a difference, but the parallels are good. Parallels are perfect, and as long as those deck boards fit on there, I'm happy with it. I'll be able to get the porch post up, the roof on, everything like that. I'm going to be pretty happy with this build, I believe. So anyway, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and don't forget about that notification bell, let you know every time I send a new video out. Love you guys. God bless. See you next video. Hey, a little bonus here at the end. A couple of y'all mentioned that you really like when I add scripture at the end, or you know, something like that during the video, and I apologize for not doing that as much. I do have another channel that's just for that. It's called A Word from the Hillside, and I apologize I haven't posted up any videos here lately. just fine with the schedule and everything. And to be honest, I got a little down there for a little bit. Just didn't think I'd be very effective sharing those messages with you, just because, you know, what was going on in my spirit with my life. So I do apologize for that. I'm going to try to get back to posting those soon. But here's just a little something. If you are not familiar with Bible Gateway, it's a website. They also have an app on the phone. But if you're to pull that up, you get a daily verse. And I want to share today's daily verse with you. And this is from the English Standard Version. Psalm 138, verse 2. Bow down toward your holy temple and give thanks to your name for your steadfast love and your faithfulness. For you have exalted above all things your name and your word. And, I understand not everybody watching these videos, y'all didn't get on here to hear that, and you'd rather me not do it, and that's fine. I appreciate you watching anyway, and I hope you continue to watch. But for everybody else, and maybe you perhaps give it a shot, whenever I am down, if I actually pick up my Bible or open that website and start reading, it does soothe my soul. There's another part in there, I'm sorry I don't have the verse memorized as exactly where it's at, but it says, the joy of the Lord is my strength. And there's so much truth to that. So much truth when you start to read the Word of God. You know, you get joy, you get strength. It doesn't mean things are going to necessarily get easier, but it is soothing. I want to just encourage you in that. But anyway, love y'all. God bless. See you next video.